Hey everyone, welcome to this live watch along. We are getting ready for a huge fixture today. It is Manchester United against Bayern Munich in the Women's Champions League. This is a quarter-final blockbuster, the one you've been waiting for. This is what a watch along's all about though. You'll be watching it alongside your Disney Plus coverage and ESPN Plus. And we'll be here. It's like we're being friends in a nice little establishment somewhere. We can join in the conversation because I'm not alone. I've got some fabulous guests. I've got two former Manchester United players on my right. First of all, I've got Abby McManus. We're back again, especially after that wonderful rainy environment in Bristol. You dried off?
A little bit. I'm happy that we're inside today for sure. No umbrella, no Glen, so I think we're both safe today.
No Glen. Tell you what, that just set the tone for what the show's going to be like. I rate it. Shout out to Glen if you're watching us. Lots of love. Eva, you're back. Your tactics board is back in check. How excited are you for this quarter-final?
I am as excited for this quarter-final as I am to do some tactics on the tactics board. I say that because this is my first time with you, Abby, and she does not take me seriously. I think it's really serious. I'm going to be showing you all the tactics, and I know in the background you're going to be laughing. So I've already got my back up.
I mean, this is a rivalry like no other. I like it.
No rivalry. We didn't just wear this number 5 shirt together on purpose. She stole my shirt. You know that, don't you? She was the one to take my number 5 shirt.
I was helicoptered in to save the day.
Honestly, I'm not even being biased. This could be what I'm looking forward to the most. Not even the pick and mix that's on the table.
There's not much left. Aoife's been eating it all.
As you can tell, the vibes are flowing for this watch along. I'd love for you guys to get into the comments right now. Let us know where in the world you are watching us from, because we heard it last time in the last watch along that we had plenty of people tuning in from all over. We even had people from Zimbabwe, we had Barbados, we had all sorts, didn't we?
We was concerned at what time it was at some point. So it was Australia. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was. Dedication's there for Manchester United.
Very much.
But the team news is in. There's some big news that is coming in that Hinata Miyazawa is back, and listen, the jet lag must not have got to her because she's actually started. I mean, it's, as we can see, you've got the lineups on your screens now as well. The fact that Hinny has got so much composure and she's just jumped into the starting lineup shows how much we'll need her in this game. Yeah,
massive. Like you said, jet lags will be a thing. She's obviously going to come back on a high. If she was anything like me as a player, she might have a sore head. If she's anything like Aoife, she's ready for the game. But yeah, it's obviously good to have her back. Manchester United have obviously missed her while she's been away, but it'll be interesting. Obviously, it's Champions League football. As a player, it's the game. If it's not international, it's the games that you want to be playing, so she'll definitely be up for this game.
I mean, the fact that you've got that boost as well there, I mean, we've seen the difference up front as well, Aoife, where you now have Leah Schuller, who performed great at the weekend against Everton, and now, for instance, she's just been able to jump in and as in that front line of replacing Terry.
I think it will be a massive night for Leah Schuller because obviously she signed from Bayern Munich in January, and also obviously Julia Ziggiotti last summer. So for them, it'll be like a little bit of extra spice, and I wonder whether that will bring out that extra level of performance for them. We know that they've hit the ground running, and especially Ziggiotti, she's done so well since she's joined in the summer. I think she scored twice in the last 6 games, so she'll be wanting to continue that form. Both goals on her left foot as well.
Just jumping on the back of what Aoife just said as well, though, it's good for Man United to have them 2 players in the dressing room right now that's got a little bit of it. Obviously, Bayern aren't going to be the same team as what they were when they was there, but that little bit of inside information on certain players is good. They've trained against them, and obviously it's good information for Mark Sinner to have right now going into this game.
It is, and we have to talk about the bench as well, because we want as many players to be ready to impact that game if needed. Jade Riviere she is part of the bench. She was a player that was missing. We were so excited to see her in training yesterday because we had a little look at it. If you haven't had a check about it already, if you go onto Manchester United's official YouTube channel, you can see that we did a live coverage of the training session there too, and they looked great. I mean, the vibes were impressive. They actually started a training session whilst doing a bit of an NFL quarterback challenge between themselves. I reckon Jade could be a quarterback.
I mean, Jade is a massive, massive player for Man United. I feel like when United are in flow, she is the player that the team is kind of dancing round. She's someone that I always say she attacks like a winger, defends like a fullback. So having someone like that in the squad, on the bench, she'll be a brilliant boost to come onto the pitch. And that's not to take away at all from Hannah Lundqvist, who obviously signed in January and has done really well and is in a similar vein to Jade in that she can get up the pitch, she can attack. So I'm hoping to see from our fullbacks tonight, obviously Rolfa on the left side, really advanced, really attacking and really trying to take the game to Bayern Munich.
And then we have to definitely speak about the comments that are coming in right now as well, because I always love the fact that we've got plenty of people all over. I can't believe this. You know, when we spoke about the different places, I'm curious about the times here, because we've had someone message in saying hello from Russia, we've got hello from Jamaica, and then we've got someone watching from the United States as well. Let us know whereabouts in the US you are. And then we've also got Rob Johnson, who says, I'm listening from California. It's going to be a lot better weather than there, isn't it?
Yeah, is there any snow outside right now? Because there is here in Manchester.
Yeah, if you aren't local around here, it chucked buckets earlier, then the sun came out a little bit, then it decided to snow partially, then we had a hailstorm, and now it looks like it's drying off for us just for the Champions League game. So we've had a bit of a mixture. We've had a nice rainy welcome for Bayern Munich, haven't we? But as we said, we're super excited for this game today. And with Bayern, let's have a look at their team right now as well, because the biggest thing that was mentioned in the press conference was that they have just got some fantastic players, and one of them that they say is hard to tackle is their midfield. So Aoife, get your tactics board ready, because I'll definitely come to you in a minute. But when you look at this team, this is such a monumental moment for Manchester United. We're in the quarter-final. We're facing a team like Bayern Munich. This is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, massive. Obviously, the standout player for me in that midfield is George Stanway. She's going to be loving the fact that obviously her family will be in the crowd. They've not had to obviously go over to see her or watch her play, but she'll be up for it. Obviously, she's played at Manchester City for years, so Manchester United won't be one of her favourite teams to play against. And obviously, if she is leaving Bayern Munich at the end of the season, which what all the rumours are saying, she will want to leave Bayern Munich on a high, and she'll want to put United into the ground tonight to make sure that Bayern obviously do United dirty tonight. But I think the midfield alone, like the experience that they have, the talent they have, like Aoife's going to show us in a minute on that board what they're going to do, what pockets they're going to find and all sorts. But yeah, I think Bayern Munich's midfield will be great, but I'm sure that Mark Sinner's got his team ready for tonight and clued up on what to prepare for, and hopefully Man United's midfield will outweigh Bayern Munich's.
For sure, we can see the team arriving earlier on at Old Trafford, because we have to remember this is 2 games at the Theatre of Dreams this week for Manchester United. So this game tonight, Bayern Munich in the Champions League. And then we have an even more fierce game. We've got the derby at the Theatre of Dreams on Saturday as well. Aoife, what do these weeks feel like?
It will be such a treat for the players, one, to play at Old Trafford, but also I think this might be the first time in the team's history where they'll play twice in the space of, what's that, 6, 7, is it this weekend, the derby?
It is.
Yeah, so what,
Saturday.
4 or 5 days? So just another first for the team, another piece of history. This team are doing so many things for the first time each year. Every single year they've taken a step forward. So potentially to be able to put their team in a position to qualify out of the quarterfinals into the semi-final at Old Trafford, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, like you just said, what is it, 4, 5, 7 days, however, playing at Old Trafford twice, once in the Champions League and once in a Manchester derby, that's unheard of in the women's game. And for me, as a Man United fan, I can say that now, because it's not the derby. I can say that now, but it's mad, but it's also, it's obviously going in a very good direction, but at the same time, yeah, it's Champions League and tonight's the game, but also the girls will know, like, the changing room for next weekend. They'll know it's a good stead for them to get used to the routine. We all like routine. What boot we put on first, what shin pad we put on second.
All these footballers are creatures of comfort.
Yeah, 100%. So the fact that you can put your slippers on at Old Trafford, like, you're doing all right. Do you know what I mean?
Your slippers or your sliders?
Your slippers.
Or your flippers.
But you slippers over sliders.
No, I just meant because
I know what you mean.
Because they've got they're making this place home, and that's nice.
They are. And I tell you what, I bet who is going to make this feel like home is Mark Skinner. So let's hear what you were saying earlier.
Well, Mark, here we are under the lights at Old Trafford, our first ever Champions League quarter-finals. It's been a busy week, but how are you and how are the players?
Honestly excited. Like we're in the best arena in the world, and we have many playing teams that have come in the men's obviously side that have created history here, and we're a team that's created history for the women's section. And I think when I look at it, I've asked the players tonight, so they don't have to prove anything. We just have to express everything, and I think that's the key message. We've made history. We're the only team this year in the quarterfinals that wasn't in. Everyone else has been in it last year, so we've made history. But we're not happy with that. We have to give our very best today and express ourselves and show who we are.
And it's easy for me to ask a question on our opposition today. Everyone knows the quality of Bayern, but I enjoyed what you said in your press conference where you said any team that's drawn against Manchester United in this Champions League season, they don't want to play Manchester United. So what kind of game are you expecting?
Yeah, I absolutely believe that. I'm not just saying that as a psychological edge. I think for us, we're here. We're connected to the European team, so we're here that nobody would want to play Man United. So I just expect us to go out and show that. Look, you're going to have to play with respect with no fear. That's the difference. A very fine line to walk tonight, but we have to walk it. If you want to win these games, you can't leave anything in there. There's no room. Bayern are good enough to beat any team, so we know that, but so are we. And tonight we have to give that and have no regrets. We also have to respect and understand that it's a two-legged affair. So you have to, there's loads of little game challenges and stuff that we have to account as a team, and hopefully we can meet that challenge tonight.
There's a few players in our squad that are ex-Bayern players. Have they been playing analysts in the last few days, or is there none of that?
No, of course. You use whatever intel you can. Look, the one thing you never know about a team is just their kind of preferences and how they like to do things. You see shape, tactics, you can see all that. But you have to look deeper, and so we've asked, and hopefully we can use that to our advantage. But equally, Georgia Stanway's played in this league, so she knows exactly what Manchester United are like. So there'll be a respect between both teams, but it's who gets over that and actually turns their chances into goals tonight.
Matt, finally, just on the team, Hinata, probably the biggest news, back in the squad. I imagine you're happy to have her back, I imagine the rest of the team is. Is she ready to go?
Yeah, Hinata starts tonight, so she comes straight back into midfield. She seemed absolutely fine yesterday, ready to go, excited. We bring Leah Schuller in up front. Again, her knowledge of this team and the way that they play. But also, Terry's done a lot of work in this quick block, so also to keep freshness with the games coming up and getting her to come into the game. That's the changes we kind of made today. I'm looking forward to it. I'm expecting the toughest of challenges, but why not? Why not? We're in that space now. We're a young team. Why not go and express ourselves and see what can happen tonight?
Mark, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to hear from Mark there with our reporter Ben Ibsen. He's in the Old Trafford Stadium. He's going to give us more updates later on as the game continues, so we'll have plenty of post-match reaction from him too. We've got some people already in the chat as well. We've got Paul2055 watching from Zambia as well, so we're going all over. That's all I'm saying. There's plenty of comments coming in saying come on Reds, because the team have just walked out now as well. If you want to get involved in the chat and you're thinking, why isn't my comment being shouted out? You need to subscribe to the YouTube channel and let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to hear your score predictions as well before kick-off. And as we said, if you want to watch the game, go into Disney+. That's the way to watch it. It's how we're watching it here in Hotel Football. So we're going to react to it. And also to all of you watching this watch-along, we'll be switching over to the official Manchester United women's YouTube channel, and that's if you're watching on the men's channel there. So make sure you subscribe to both of them, because you'll have loads of reaction on it. But before we kick off, Aoife, you're going to love this. Should we use that tactics board?
Shall we have a little bit of tactics?
Let's do it, shall we?
You're going to have to keep your face
Can we
straight.
hold your mic?
See, me and I, did we
You know what?
actually ever play together? Other than at England youth groups, did we ever actually play on a?
Oh, we're reminiscing.
I actually don't know, you know.
Yeah, I'd say that's why you can't take me seriously, because we kind of grew up together a little bit.
You followed me to Man City when I left. Then when I left United,
Hey, we don't say
you
that
left.
word on this.
You just followed me everywhere. Now you're following me here.
Okay, little spot of tactics. So I always talk about this when you ask me to get the tactics board out, about the importance of United's fullbacks joining forward, pushing forward, and creating overloads on the opposition's back line. So going to move over here.
Yeah, you shuffle.
Previously it's been Jade Riviere, but tonight it will be Hannah Lundqvist and also Fridolina Rolfer at left back. What we like to see them do is almost like get high and wide like a winger, but obviously if the wingers actually stay where they are, then they're on top of each other. So what Mark likes to do is to ask his wingers to almost invert or come inside and create moments where they get into these little pockets of space. So let's say this is Hannah Lundqvist tonight, really high and wide. That will let Jess Park, who we know is so good at dribbling on the ball, cutting through teams, come inside, and it will ask questions of Bayern Munich's fullbacks. Do they bite on Hannah or the fullback, or do they stay inside? And whatever they do will open up a pocket of space. And likewise on the other side, Fridolina Rolfer, an amazing winger. She's at left back, so that's going to give them such an advantage when they're attacking. For her to go forward, and then Melvine Mallard, incredible winger. She's a right-footed player on the left side, so she can either get the ball wide, cut inside, boot it in the back of the net, like she did against Atletico in the first half, amazing. Or if not, what she can do, she can come inside and create those overloads, create a little bit of space for Rolfer, or get the ball and just be an absolute menace. So that's my tactics, rated out of 10.
Aoife Skinner, calm down. There's one complaint though. The ball is still not in the back of the net.
Do you want a shuffle?
No, just throw it in. Just throw it in.
Here we go. Keep the mic there. Let's not stretch the wires too much.
I never want to be a manager, however.
Oh wow, we're going for this. You know what, Aoife, shuffle in. This is going to be fun.
Listen, you do all this running about. Simple as that. Simple as that for me. Put the ball in the back of the net. Who does it? I don't care. But it's in the back of Bayern's net, just so everyone can be clear on that.
Sometimes we forget the simplicity of the game. You know, you can get too bogged down in the details and forget to say, shoot and get the ball in the net.
Yeah, shoot. Test the keeper. Let them drop it. Let them have a howler. But yeah, no.
This would be an interesting duo if this was manager and assistant. I tell you what, the team talks at half-time would be a little bit confusing sometimes.
Go out, smile, enjoy yourself, express yourself. Do what you do on a Monday to Saturday, even though it's a Wednesday night, Tuesday at the weekend. Express yourself, you know what you're doing, enjoy yourself.
And then hopefully that's exactly what the team's going to do tonight, because we can see now that they have just kicked off at the Theatre of Dreams. This is such a big game for us. We've got people in the chat already, so we've got AFU saying come on United, we've got Andy saying hi from Manchester, we've got John saying come on you Reds. There's plenty more people flooding this chat now as well. We've got Carlo Wilson 2973, big hi to you. Hello from Pennsylvania. I'm predicting a 2-2 draw.
Oh, I'm not liking that lack of optimism.
That makes the away leg interesting, but not very comfortable for us.
Hey, we've got a shout out for your tactics board already.
Okay.
So we've got LJ Moran 6412 saying Aoife's tactics talks make me want to put boots on, and I'm 51 with high blood pressure. And speaking of blood pressure,
I think that's a compliment.
Mine's just increased because Bayern Munich have just took the lead.
Oh my god.
Oh, and we can see the away support there as well. There's a few there. So,
harder.
Of course, it was going to be Pernilla there too. We'll have a little look at the replay now as well. Let us know in the chat what you are thinking. We knew that tonight was going to be a tough game. So here, we're looking at the replay now as well. Let us know what you all are thinking. Oh, it's a great run there as well.
Oh, through the legs of... Oh, no.
So, yeah, a tricky start for Manchester United. But we always knew this was going to be a tough test.
That's a really difficult start, and just looking at that assist, I'm not sure you'll find many better balls to assist a goal in this Champions League campaign so far. Not quite sure who it was, but they were in almost a full-back position, played a wrap pass that just beat everyone, and to put it on a pinpoint like that, and the one person that you don't want it to fall to is going to be Pernilla Harder. That's her 4th goal in this Champions League campaign this season. So not a brilliant start, but talk about fuel for Man United to come back from this now. Sometimes it can be a double-edged sword to score so quickly in a game, and I know this will be an absolute rocket for Man United now, because they're going to know they cannot afford to sit back and rest on their laurels.
So we have got a few people in the chat now as well, just asking how do you watch the game. So it is on the pinned comment as well on the YouTube chat. So this is a live watch along. So all you need to do is to go into Disney Plus. That is the way to watch it. There's also a link on ESPN too, depending on where you are in the world. So make sure you do that. This show is basically will be your accompaniment to that game. And we've got a few people in the chat as well saying Rebecca and Jarvis is still having faith in this team, saying come on girls. We've also got Rwanda as well. We've got United all the way from Samson. We've got plenty of people still supporting this. This might be a tough start, but this is all about mentality now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely mentality. It'll definitely wake Man United up. It's a very quick start from Bayern. Obviously, fair play to them, but already, what are we, 4 minutes, 15 seconds into the game, and Bayern have played 3 balls over the top and one's resulted in a goal. So United need to switch on to that, especially the back 4. So get tight, get compact, make sure obviously it's the old school, cover each other. I thought I was getting a bit excited then when the ball was in the box.
I know, we're getting really excited. So yeah, so Manchester United managed to have a moment there where they got into the box as well, but just Melody Mala just couldn't get on the end of that one. But it just shows that it's, I mean, I don't know what you think, Aoife, but it looks like this, even though Bayern are tough, there are opportunities for United. They just need to obviously have that confidence and don't let the conceding really get to them heads.
Yeah, and to be fair, 5 minutes of the game have gone so far, and you can see what Man United are trying to do. Rolfer has really swung round. Obviously, she's a left back, but she's playing like a left winger, and that's allowing Melvin to kind of get into the box. So she's put a few good balls in. We're just watching Jess Park now running down the wing, and these are the things that we need to see more and more from Man United, getting into Bayern Munich's final third, putting crosses into the box, overloading Bayern Munich's backline, and then if they can keep doing that and keep creating chances, that's all you can really ask for. And then it will just be a matter of taking your chances and then not conceding them on the transition.
It's interesting, before when you got up on the tactics board, Aoife, and saying that the wingers might come inside, Jess Parks just received the ball then and she's hugging the touchline. That's not something that you see from Jess. She likes to be on the inside of the pocket, so it's interesting to see if they are going to play like a bit of cat and mouse with the full-backs. You don't know what I'm doing. Let them keep change. Let Jess Park come inside, then go outside. Let the full-backs keep guessing, like you said before.
I think there's always a few players in a team, and I'll be interested to see what you think, Abby, where you can kind of not let people do what they want, but a player like Jess Park is intelligent enough to experiment and try a few different tweaks in the same game without doing anything really outrageously wrong. She can kind of hug the touchline or be really wide or come inside and just sort of find out where she might get a little bit of joy. And that's a license that you can't give to many players.
No,
Most players aren't, not intelligent, but I mean, she's so intelligent. She does get that license to do that.
Yeah, it is, and it is usually like your Jess Parks, your Ella Toons that have like the license to be able to do that. One, because like you said, intelligence, but two, it's more like they're understanding their experience in that role of, it is like you said, experimenting either side. Can I do that? And if they get caught out, they won't take that much risk next time. Good block.
I've seen as well, like, I think you were right as well, you spoke about Hannah's role in this just before, when Jess Park obviously seems to be a bit more centrally. It looked like you could see Hannah in the distance on the outside of the camera just sprinting up there as well. So you are right, it could be that's the way that we have that outlet to kind of get those opportunities. But yeah, as I've said, let us know in the chat what you're thinking. There is a few more score predictions that I can see piling in as well for us, but we have got some people. So we've got Timecastle1534 saying a big hello to you all from New Zealand. So yeah, and then we've also got Martin Cooper saying hi from Niagara Falls, Canada.
Wow.
Look at us.
Oh, like, is it actually at Niagara Falls, or is that an area as well? Like, is he on a boat on one of the tours at Niagara Falls?
Tell you what, signal must be good there.
Yeah.
I mean, is the boat decked out in like United scarves as well?
United on tour.
Hey, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
He didn't take us there, Eve.
No. Should we do the watch along from there on a boat in Niagara Falls?
See, I like that. Obviously, they can't see what we're looking at right now, but yeah, Ziggy's just putting a tackle, letting them know that we are on the pitch and not letting them, just breaking their flow down and stand away as well, which is extra nice.
Especially when Bayern Munich are playing out from the back as well. There's nothing worse as a defender when the attackers give you no time in the ball and stick a tackle in, so Ziggy needs to keep doing that.
Yeah, definitely.
See that we're just being quite quiet here because there was a bit of a scramble in the box.
It looked a bit scuffly, didn't it? It wasn't really clear exactly what was happening, but you could definitely see a lot of white in and around Fallon Tullis-Joyce in the box.
How do you think that United deal with this now? Because obviously maybe it looks like how Bayern have started this game is maybe not what they were anticipating in this certain ways. Do you think that that'll be something that Mark's thinking about at half-time, about switching, and is there anything that you'd think?
From watching Mark's press conference yesterday with Ziggy, there was a few things that stuck out for me, and one thing he spoke about was experience. The players on the pitch using their experience to manage the momentum of the game. Bayern Munich are a really, really good team. Of course, they're in flow, they're in momentum, but that'll also swing into United's favour. So it's kind of like weathering the storm and then making the most of the moment. And on the flip side, making sure that you don't concede anything scrappy and anything poor. So this will swing round. And even in this first 10 minutes, United have had some good passages, but Bayern Munich were never going to lie down. And let's be honest, that assist was one in...
it was
not one in a million, but it was like, if you're going to get beaten by a pass, that's the pass where you hold your hands up and you go, OK, that was really good. Let's not just concede something that's average, though. So crack on, keep going, like foot to the pedal, foot to the full throttle, and yeah,
press the gas. But for me as well, we were speaking about the team before, Janssen in that back line, I'm not saying like you just said, that pass, like, Janssen would have been beaten by that pass as well, but the experience of Janssen in today's game would have been nice to have. But obviously, unfortunately, we don't have her. But again, just whilst Eva was talking then, Bayern Munich are putting the ball in behind, so that the defenders have to switch on, because it seems to be a recurring pattern right now. Bayern are going in behind a lot.
Should be. Now, which pass was better, that one or your pass in the derby?
God, that seems like many, many moons ago.
Few grey hairs since then, Aoife.
Yeah.
Someone stuck 50p in you today and I like it.
This is sweet, I'm on a sugar rush.
This is an insight into what it's like as a footballer. Like, someone tries to big you up and you're like, OK, and then someone else just drags you right back down.
It is, it's dressing room culture, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just always got to.
It's the only part I really miss, to be honest. That's why I'm taking full advantage right now. It'll come back. It will come back.
You've been let out of the house and you're thinking, hold on a minute. We have got a few people in the chat as well. So we've got Gary Wright saying all the best from Dortmund, Germany. We've got Vatso in Manchester as well. Let us know whereabouts, because obviously, I mean, you could be local to us. You could just come and hop along and sit with us. We'd be happy with that. Then also, we have got plenty of people saying, don't worry. We've got Sean Morley said, don't worry, it's going to be 2-1 to Manchester United. I'm feeling this comeback at the Theatre of Dreams. So we have got plenty of support. And we've also got John 6055, I'm watching from Ghana.
Wow.
So yeah, plenty of support all over the world.
United fans are everywhere.
Everywhere. There's no stopping us, I tell you that. But yeah, so plenty of faith in this Manchester United side. This is, as we said, as a reminder, the first time that Manchester United women's team are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and it's at the Theatre of Dreams. So like, there's also an extra rush of energy that's through these players as well, with how much they want it, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%. And I think it's one of those things where when you're a player, you don't really appreciate how well the team are doing, and it's only now where I can look back and support the girls from a side where I can really appreciate that they're creating a little bit of history. It's like I appreciate it more now I'm not there, in a weird way. This team has, since its inception in 2018, won the FA Cup, got into the FA Cup final 3 times, qualified for the Champions League qualifying phases once, and now went and got themselves into the quarter-final of the Champions League, and also have got themselves into a League Cup final. Like, when you were there, Abby, at that point, would you have necessarily 100% believed that the trajectory was going to...
I knew it was going to go up, but I didn't think it would go up as fast as it did.
Yeah.
I think that they've done incredibly well. I speak to Ella all the time, we're good pals, and I always say, like, it's hard because when you are a footballer, you're always wanting that extra 1%, extra 1%. And if I speak to Ella, she's like, I want more trophies, like, who doesn't want trophies? But what have you ordered to the table now, Eva?
Thank you.
Interrupted.
I was just trying to stop you from talking.
Football, everyone. So,
Do you think she's put that on the wrong table?
no,
for
that's
us?
fine. She'll
The chips aren't mine, I'm on diet.
she'll provide some snacks for us. We're all here to... I'll organise this table for us. But yeah, if you ever want any match day pre-vibes or anything, hotel football is a nice little spot to come, as you can see here.
Hey, book yourself a boob. A boob. A boob. Book yourself a boob.
Sorry, why do you say that in such a funny way?
Book yourself a boob. It's well nice, isn't it?
And there's even little chocolate footballs. Yeah, little chocolate footballs, which is helpful. I mean, you could even, you know what, imagine if these were like little magnets that we could do on the tactics board with chocolate footballs.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It would be lovely, wouldn't it? But yeah, we'll organise this for sure. You know what, this is actually quite funny in the chat as well. Let us know if you have any match day food thoughts as well. What would be your halftime snack? I'd love to know. I mean, because we had a great chat in Bristol, didn't we?
We did.
We had plenty of the fans basically telling us what their favourite Cadbury's chocolate bar was. Like, what would they want at a game?
What was your pre-match meal?
Like a bagel. Something simple and a lot of carbs. Bagel or beans on toast.
It's the standard, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eggs, beans, bagel.
Is this a corner for United?
It is.
That was a good little passage of play. Not to interrupt this really nice food chat,
Go for it.
but that combination between Hannah Lundqvist and Ziggy Otti, really nice bit of play, got the ball forward, and then Lisa made a really good dribble into the box, and those are the things that for United to get themselves back into this game, we want to keep seeing more of that.
I feel like United have settled down now. They're throwing some passes together.
Yeah.
Bayern's first 10 minutes was a bit fast and a bit obviously in behind, but United teams have put the ball on the grass now and putting some passages of play together, which is good.
And it's definitely a back three as well, I think, when Man United have the ball and they've swung round to the left side. So Rolfer is almost like a winger, whereas when Hannah Lundqvist gets the ball, in football we use, like we say, she's quite flat, like she's kind of like quite set back, almost alongside Maya. And that's allowing her to play that ball to Ziggy Otti and give her that little bit of space. So it's good to see them work in different ways on each side to get up the pitch with the ball.
We'll have a little look at
Maya's
this now as
taking
well.
Do you remember what happened the last time Maya Letizia took a corner?
Did it go straight in?
It was in the 42nd second of the 93rd minute against Everton a few days ago. Melvin Mallard 2-1 against Everton. Oof.
Oh. So it was close for Manchester United there. Julie
always
Ziggy Otti. In
corner
fact, we're going to treat everyone that's watching this at home, because we can actually show you this clip of this chance for Manchester United. So take a closer look at this. This was the corner for Manchester United, and it ended up in the end falling to Julia Ziggy Otti, who we heard yesterday in the press conference how much she enjoys these competitions, how much she enjoys getting these opportunities. And we've got to remember as well, she's got so much experience, but she's new to this Manchester United side and she's already making a difference.
Yeah, and she's a little bit of an unsung hero. I think that in terms of comms around who's been the best signing, for me, Jess Parker's stolen the show. But yeah, it's Julia Zighiotti that keeps popping up with so many good moments and so many goals. We said before the game, she scored 2 goals in 6 games. That's not bad for a midfielder. And yeah, the ball dropped to her there on the corner. She kind of wrapped round the corner with her right foot, but she couldn't quite get her body and her knee over the ball, so it ended up kind of flying high. But she has scored a few goals on her first touch with her left foot this year from sort of similar areas, a little bit close to the goal. So again, they're the sort of moments that we keep needing to see more of. She's been a massive player for Man United this season, and Mark Skinner called her a kindred spirit, I think, spirit in terms of how she sees the game. So she's clearly backed and rated really highly, which is what you want from your manager.
Every time I've been watching her, she is very intelligent. She knows exactly, if it was to put me and you in midfield, we'd be checking our shoulders, we'd run around like headless chickens.
Yeah.
But she runs around like everything's in front of her.
Yeah.
Even though obviously she can 360, she's very intelligent and she understands the game very well. She knows when to jump press with a striker, she knows when to hold off. I don't know what's just happened, but I'm glad that's gone out.
That corner. Yeah, I think that was a back pass to Fallon. It ended up going. For a minute, I thought it might have been going more towards the goal, but thankfully it just ran off the pitch.
I literally just seen the keeper running backwards thinking that's going in the back of the net, but luckily it was wide.
Yeah, misplaced back pass, but thankfully just
I know
out
how
for a
they
corner.
feel. Remember mine?
Yeah, I do remember
was
yours.
you
I wasn't going to mention it. I do remember that. Yeah. Do you want to tell Zara about it?
Goal from was you on the Birmingham team then?
Yeah.
It was, sorry to mention City, but I was playing for City at the time. Aoife was playing for Birmingham. That was semi-final of a
Conti maybe?
Is it? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I scored an own goal from the halfway line, bounced it over the keeper.
You couldn't do it if you tried, to be fair.
Can't even kick that far.
You ended up winning the game, so
yeah,
it all ended fine.
Did. I think Nick Cushing gave me the player of the match just for sympathy.
Hey, that's terrible though when you're a defender and you like play a back pass and misplace it, and where their striker nicks it and gets.
There's
a chance.
no worse feeling.
It really can get in your head for the rest of the game as well.
It's like when someone nutmegs you. No thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I think we're just watching a free kick in around Man United's box here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And you know what? On the Julia Zighiotti chat as well. How much of a loss is she going to be on Saturday, because she had her 5th yellow at the weekend?
Oh, did she?
So that means she'll miss the derby on Saturday. So this game must mean a lot to her.
Yeah, she'll be a big loss because she's had so many minutes this season. That being said, there is quality to come into the team. For example, Simi Awujo on the bench scored a really good goal in the 5th round of the FA Cup against Chelsea, like a proper little poacher's finish. And since the Sevens tournament in the summer, she's really started to come into her own. So bad for Ziggy and probably bad for what the team is used to, but a great opportunity for other players to filter in, especially when the team have so many games. It's not the worst thing to be able to lean on the depth of your squad. So potentially a really good opportunity for someone like Simi.
Yeah, I think that's what Ziggy will be thinking as well. She'll be obviously gutted to be missing the game, but she understands that somebody else is going to be having her shirt on. Not obviously her shirt, but her position on the pitch. So it does give Mark Skinner an opportunity to get somebody else to have minutes. But even I've never played with Ziggy, I've never been in the dressing room with her or played against her, but I can already tell, even if she's not playing, she's going to be the one that's trying her hardest in training, because she will want to get her team up for it. You can tell that with her work rate on the pitch now. So yeah, they're going to miss her on the actual game, but she will prepare her team as well as possible, and that's what you want on the field and in your dressing room.
So let's have a little look at Manchester United now. Great ball from Jess Park, and this is what we said. This is some great football so far from Manchester United.
Is that handball?
I'm not sure.
She could have picked out a pass there though, Aoife, no?
Yeah, it was such a good chance. We're just trying to see what's come of it. The referee seemed to be pointing to the floor, but I'm not sure if it was...
Has she give a pen?
So...
Is that a penalty?
It is a penalty, it's handball, I'm sure it is.
So I'm having confirmation it is a penalty.
Oh, brilliant.
It is a penalty. I can confirm that is there for us. Let's have a look.
What were you saying, Abby, about it needing to be a better pass?
It could have been a pass and then a goal. I love the fact that you sent her half, your corner taker and your pen taker.
She's got main character energy. Maya.
So we've got
Scored a
an
few this season.
opportunity for Manchester United.
Come on, Maya.
Maya Letitia.
Left, right, top, bottom,
She likes a little knuckleball, just blasts it.
straight down the middle.
Oh, here we
Roof
go.
of the net.
Let's have a look. Let's see. Come on, this would be brilliant. This would be a great way to equalise. Get in! Come on!
Well done,
Maya
Maya.
Letitia. There we go. Scores for
Passion as well
Manchester
behind that,
United.
Loads of passion behind it.
Okay, and just like that, after a bit of a scruffy 20 minutes, it's 1-1. Man United are
It is.
back in the game.
Never in doubt. You can never give up on Manchester United's women's team because this is what they're about. You can see the passion and what Maya's doing right now. So Maya's actually, if you're not watching the game, have got all the players in the huddle straight after this. That just shows what a great leader she is.
You're the captain of Man United, you're playing at Old Trafford, you're in the Champions League, and you've just scored a pen, and the first thing I'd be doing is sliding towards the corner flag, celebrating
doing
with my
one of
team.
these.
Yeah, 100%. But that just proves who Maya is as a player. She gathered him in, she clearly understands right now something's not going right. She's changing it, she's being the leader she is, and fair play to her, but yeah, I'd definitely be knee sliding towards the corner flag.
Really good. Ends up taking the penalty low and hard to the left, and for me what was really pleasing was the passage of play that came before it. You could tell it was a work exercise from the training pitch, like really nice combinations down the right hand side. Hannah Lundqvist to Jess Park, or Tahini to Jess Park, brilliant. And then what were you saying about needing to be
If I could rewind this now, you would see there was a player, I think it might have been Jess Park, because she's always in the right spot. There was somebody hanging on the penalty spot and she could have cut it for a free shot. Her angle then to shoot was tight. Handball, the keeper would have just gathered that.
Do you know what? Doesn't that just show you that when you're in the box, anything can happen?
Yeah, definitely.
So even if you don't necessarily make the right pass or the right entry or the right cross, like if you're putting that in the mix, old school, you give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
I agree. You know what to celebrate? I'm not an athlete, so I'm probably going to have a chip.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, dig in.
I'll have a chip.
I may as well. Yeah, so we had Brian Green in the comments said who's going to have a chip first. So, Brian, if you're
doing it for Brian.
If you're doing it for you, Brian. In fact, this is really mean of me. This is Watchalong party. Would any of our lovely crew like a chip? And I'll bring you a chip. You want one? I don't mind. You okay? Come on.
Busy work.
Oh yeah. So Ellis on camera. Let's hold on 1 second. I'll be back. We're sharing's caring here. We'll do this.
He said he wanted ketchup.
This is what we're about. We care here at Manchester United.
Same ball.
Like Abby's just said, Bayern Munich keep playing that same ball in behind Man United's back line. And something that works so well for United in the WSL is pressing really aggressively and having a high line. But on the flip side of that, really intelligent teams, and you can see as soon as Bayern had the ball and they had their head up, there was runners on Man United's back line.
Yep.
So I think as the game goes on, Man United will be more and more wary of that. They'll either just have to be aware and track their runners, or they might just have to take a few steps back.
But that's what I was saying before about the experience of the back line. If they do realise that they are getting them passes in and long balls, don't go with your striker pressing, because you know there's a midfielder running behind. So just jockey and risk it, like we were saying before about Jess Patch gets a free roll. I'm not saying the centre half gets a free roll, because they definitely don't. We know that they don't. But chance it. If they do get it to the feet, at least they're still in front of you rather than behind. If the ball does go in front of you, go like you would do, right down their Achilles.
Yeah.
Let them know you're there a little bit late.
We'll give some shout outs in the chat as well. So we had a few people celebrating that goal from Maya Letitia. You've got Timecastle 1534 that's celebrating it. You've got Azadi 6082 saying come on United. We've got Doreen Bash 5778 saying yes, we are back. We've got Wonderguard saying get in there in big capital letters. So I hope that if you're in your lounge at home, you just got up jumping on the sofa celebrating like mad. I hope you have. We've also got Rebecca Ranjarvis saying go on Maya, absolutely love it. And then we've also got Dominic Gilmore 7 who says can we talk about Maya Letitia? She is just an all-round talented defender. She is worthy of being noted for some of these big awards like the Ballon d'Or when you think about them in the future.
Sorry, I'm so engrossed.
Oh yeah, it's hard to like.
Ref, get your whistle on.
I mean, Maya is like such. I say this whenever it comes up. She's that type of character that she's the first in the training ground and last to leave. She puts everything on the line. She puts her body on the line. She's improved so much since she's come to Man United, and she just takes and absorbs those pressure moments. It's so hard when your team have been down and have maybe been under the pump a little bit. You get that moment to flip the script and make the score level, and it's her that steps up. Not everyone on the pitch will want to do that, even though we talk about dealing with pressure so well. Only some players actually have that mindset to go, do you know what, if someone's going to miss it, let it be me. I'll take the repercussions. So for that alone, it really shows the measure of her character. She's the one that's driving standards when the team aren't doing well, so she deserves. And I always think about centre halves anyway, we don't get the glory, so when those players do get those little moments, it's worth giving a little bit of credit to.
Yeah, massively. But the thing I like you just said about the pressure moment, she's just took the penalty. Yes, she scored, but even in her red after the first Bayern goal went in 2 minutes in, she would have been absolutely devastated that the clean sheet. That's like a goal for us defenders. She would have been devastated thinking, like, when a striker comes off the pitch and they've not scored, not done my job. She will go home think, not kept a clean sheet tonight, not done my job. But she has done a job. She's, like you just said, she stepped up, she scored the pen. Obviously we've still got a lot left in the game, and no doubt she'll step up again and produce something. But we speak about Maya like she's a 32-year-old experienced player.
I was just going to say this because people forget how young she actually
So
is.
young.
But when you think about over the past few years, she's had lots of experience, but you still can't class her as an experienced player. So imagine the player she can be once she achieves those years.
Yeah, massive. But this is a great advert for anybody that is currently in an academy or in a team. If you don't get minutes like Maya did, was it Brighton she started? She got so many minutes at Brighton, but she was playing week in, week out, and we can say that you can train with the best players week in, week out, and you'll gain experience, but minutes, games, pressure moments, that it's like you can't gain that. You can try and make that experience in a training ground or like facility, but minutes against different oppositions week in, week out, that's experience, and it shows in Maya's performance week in, week out.
I think I saw a stat lately that she'd had something like 100 consecutive starts for Man United. Like,
she's not missed a minute. Is that still going?
Yeah,
That is crazy.
It's
not missed a minute.
unbelievable.
That is crazy.
Because I also think people underestimate the amount of fitness levels that you've got to have as a player, especially it's such a well-known thing that people speak about, how much harder female athletes have got to strengthen. And for instance, we said it actually on the last Watchalong that Maya Letitia, just before the pre-match press conference, turned up early to go and do a gym session. So it ended up Mark's going to have to go and get Maya out of there. We spoke about in the press conference, the interview, where Maya's hair, you could tell she'd just come out of the gym and she went, I don't care, I'm just here to do my job.
What did it look like, Zara? Go on, tell us.
Maya, what am I saying? It was just slightly wavy. It was slightly wavy.
Needed a hairbrush.
I did offer. I offered.
I'm glad you didn't just say like mine anyway.
Yeah, like us.
I'm not in that dressing room culture, so I can't go at you yet. I'll wait for a couple more watch-alongs, and then I will. You won't expect it. We did have some half-time snack reports coming in. Do you want to hear what people were suggesting?
Let's go for it.
People have said some Cadbury's buttons. They've said that. We've then got Dominic Gilmore said, when I was younger, I always used to love a cheeky packet of pork scratchings.
Half-time of a football game?
That's what surprised me.
Wow.
I'm not sure about that.
Maybe if you sat in a pub watching a game,
Yeah.
but not in the dressing room.
This is what confused me. Then we have got Gareth Royal, who says my pre-match meal is chips, curry, and mushy peas.
Curry and mushy peas.
Yeah, that's a lot. That.
That's heavy.
That's very heavy.
He's a better man than me if he can go out and play after that.
We also have another one where we have been Well, I've personally been pelted a little bit here because they went chips and you've not got gravy.
Ooh. Bit of a searching strike there from Melvin just outside the box.
Here we go.
It's probably a little bit too central for her to really create a bit of jeopardy with the keeper. We're just watching it back here. But she gets the ball with a few yards of space. Doesn't quite get it into the corner enough. But a good moment and good to see her on the ball.
So everyone at home, you can now watch this replay as well. We've just finished watching the replay, so we can have a closer look at Melvin here. It's always a great position that Mel gets herself into, isn't it? And these are the moments where you know that she can just create that. Hopefully, I mean, and she's the type of player that she'll be desperate to get on the score sheet at Old Trafford, won't she?
Yeah, she will. I think she got on the score sheet against PSG. Was it her and Rolf scored?
Yes.
I think so. And she has popped up this season time and time again. It's almost been like her breakout year, even though I want to say this is her third year at the club. So we forget that she's actually quite a settled player. But her name is coming up so much. She just brings all of the energy and character off the pitch, and then has really started to express herself as a right-footed player on the left-hand side. So she can cut into the pitch so well and just create a little bit of mayhem.
I don't blame her for taking the shot there, though. Yeah, like you said, it was quite central, but both defenders was dropping off. She had a little bit of space, and she's in Champions League.
Do you know who would have been like prime time for that position on the pitch to take the shot? Tooney.
Oh yeah, Tooney. Yeah. To be fair though, when we were saying before about just before the pen, pass or shoot, I feel like sometimes it is, and you would have shot clearly, but pass or shooting sometimes takes you that extra edge of intelligence on the pitch. I think she should have shot then, 100%. But I think I do think if it was Tooney, she would have been looking for the slide. Obviously, there was no runner then. I feel like Jess Parks is very similar. Cat and mouse again. Defenders never really know, are they going to slide, are they going to shoot, and that's what makes them players so good.
Sparked a little conversation in the chat as well, because we have got Harris Cohen 5843 that agreed, said, we miss Tooney. I can't wait for Tooney to come back as well. So lots of love there for Ella Toon. We've also got April saying, I love Jess Park as well. She's my favourite player. It's always those players that just got a bit of flair to them that everyone loves, don't they?
And they're always the ones that moan the most. It's true or not, the number 10s moan the most. The attacking midfielders moan the most. If you don't pass that ball to their back foot so they get on the half turn, arms are up. Because they have to do more running usually, because they have to do a bit of defending. They can be very specific about how they want to receive the ball, but that's because there's a particular pass that they are so good at, like Tooney, in those, we call it like pockets of space, just picking up the ball and playing a pass that cuts out the whole back line. But there's not many areas on the pitch where she needs to be in the position to do that. So she'd let me know. She would let me know occasionally. The sass would come
and
out,
she was dead right as well. She was dead right.
Oh, that was closer by Munich than Melis Hissier.
Again.
Some great defending there.
Yeah, she managed that really well.
Yeah, she did. Backtracking, little flick, put harder off as much as possible.
Awkward whipped cross.
Great header.
Maya does so well to be running back to her goal and be able to make contact with the ball without it going into the goal. It's so hard sometimes when you're running like back towards your keeper. Ends up being able to shepherd it out for a corner, but probably does as well as she can do in that situation.
Here we go, let's have a look at the corner now.
Oh, not a bad effort.
Somewhat off the training ground, that for sure.
This has to be. But yeah, it just goes over anyway, so the corner comes to nothing.
Yeah, she got blocked. Ziggy got blocked.
That would have been a centre-half scoring that as well. First time, round the corner, volley.
Centre-halves are scoring all the goals.
Yeah, they're really stealing the story of the game. It's good to see. I'm here for it.
Yeah. Just didn't happen to us.
Yeah. Hey, I'm still going. Speak for yourself. Yeah.
I'm putting you on the retired list for me. Got years in your ether.
Years. Dog years.
Tell you what, on your next game for Newcastle now, if it happens, you'll just end up celebrating, then sending the picture to us too, being like, you'll never guess what happened this week.
How many have you scored this season?
Anyway, shall we move on?
Is that 0? Is it 0? See, told you it doesn't happen either.
Just hit the mic.
The snacks, you can eat the snacks, you have to eat the mic.
I usually, when I'm sad, I'll just eat my feelings.
Oh,
if
hang
you
on,
want
did you to.
to.
mean in training too?
No, training doesn't count.
By zeroing that as well.
There is something to cheer about though, because in our previous watch-alongs, you spoke about how much you want a bucket hat. And we can give a huge shout out to Ben Williams and Helen as well. Helen, the press officer for the women's team, turned up here just before to hand deliver the bucket hat to you.
I did, and I'm so thankful. I think we first saw it on the first leg of the last round against Atletico, and I said if the team got out of the round, I would put it like I would wear it. So I'll do it for an honorary few seconds.
Few seconds, rest of the game.
But I've got my makeup
let's
on.
ask in the comments if it should stay on her head.
Hang on, you're not the presenter.
Let's ask in the comments.
Need to
A
watch
huge
my
shout out
makeup.
to Helen though, who's decided to
Yes, thank you,
rush
Helen and Ben.
over to make sure it was delivered perfectly to
Look
you.
at that, beautiful.
That's lovely.
Few seconds, the rest of the game.
Eva, we're twinning
It's
here.
like a chef's hat, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really
get the
sorry,
memo.
Abby, you didn't get the memo, but me and you are twinning. I love it because both of these are actually in the United store right now as well, if you want to. So make sure you do. Oh, I love this as well.
So when you score that goal in a couple of days,
It's such a bad.
I'll congratulate you and I'll tag you in it.
I look like I've won a prize to be here.
I look like that all the time.
Oh, it's off.
You've got to protect that makeup and the hair, I get it. Oh, there was an effort there as well for Manchester United. It was Leah Schuller. She had some great opportunities at the weekend against Everton. It was a breath of fresh air. But do you think as well as that, because you can tell she's hungry for a goal, she really wants to make an impact in this team, because people forget that she's only been here for a few months.
Yeah, she's only been here for a few months, and I remember her first goal against Burnley. Just watching this back here, she proper boots through the ball, like belts it. I think she would have been so excited if she'd scored this against her old club. But it's good seeing her being in the spaces to pick up the ball, because that was the area on the right side of the box where she put in what looked like it was a cross that caused the handball. So she's a player that definitely seems lively tonight, and I hope for her own sake that, along with this sort of assist, if you like, for the penalty, she can get a name on the score sheet.
If she scores, is she celebrating?
Who, Schuller?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Germans are too classy for that.
I think.
Jeez, I reckon she'll go for like a fist bump in the air.
Or one of these.
Kissing the badger. Imagine. Run the length of the pitch to the Bayern end.
Would you celebrate against a former team?
Depending which team. Depending.
What would you do? What would your celebration be?
To be honest, I'm not going to lie, girls. We're really egging it. I'm not going to score, however. I'd probably give it a little fist bump and
Sure, yeah.
get me high sprint and run all the way back.
Oh, another close.
brilliant
chance
cross
for
from
Manchester
Melvin.
United.
And Schuller again. Yeah, she put a cross in from so wide out.
We're just having a little close look at the replay again.
3 in the box, why
Yeah, 3v3 in the box. She bolts this ball into the box, Melvin. Proper driven ball. Misses out the first 2 Bayern defenders. And to be fair to her, she does make the first contact, Schuller, but doesn't manage to direct it enough.
not? United are doing really well at the moment at enforcing Bayern to make mistakes. They've not really played out from the back a lot because United have pressed so well. They've not managed to get that, like the escape pass. They've not done it yet, and United keep retaining the ball very well.
We'll throw it back to the start of our Champions League journey as well during the qualifiers, because it was a great interview with Dominic Janssen, and she spoke about how this team's ethos that we'll start to see more as the season develops, where every single player, even the defenders, you have to be aggressive. There's a switch that they'll switch on, and all of a sudden, they won't even say it. They'll just know, because there's a connection between all the players, that they'll be able to do it. And a bit like what you're saying there, because of the way that they're pressing, it is forcing Bayern to make mistakes, and that's where the opportunities will be.
Yeah, it is. We know what it's like. It's like you're all on a piece of string. If one goes, you all go. Even if it's the wrong time, you can't just let someone go on their own. Sometimes it's, like I was saying before about Ziggy, she reads the striker very well. Once Ziggy's understood the striker, your defender's got to go as well. Like, you go as a unit, you go all together. Otherwise, what's the point? You're just wasting the striker's legs, really.
I think one of the first games that really, for me, showed that was their win at United's win at the Etihad. I think it was 4-2 last season, and I remember the prep for that game. It was all about doing a player-for-player press, which basically means like every person is in charge of marking a player, and you just go gung-ho. Whereas usually when you've not got the ball, you kind of have an extra player in your back line just in case the ball gets booted over, and you can kind of like manage what happens. But I think in that game, Man United benefited from being so brave and front-footed and going, do you know what, we're happy to actually go play for player and just go for it. And that thread and theme has kept them in good stead, and they've done really well from it.
It's always risk-free reward, isn't it? If you are doing that and it works, you're going to continue doing that. If you do it and something doesn't go to plan and you go 2-3-0 down, do you live by the sword, die by the sword, or do you change?
Yeah.
And obviously if they've done it and it's worked, happy days.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see if it didn't work, what would have happened. Would they have continued it and just kept conceding? But yeah, like you say, if it works and you're all on the same page and it, like, everything clicks, it's perfect. That's exactly what you want.
You have to be really fit to be able to play like that as well. It's much, much easier to sit back, especially if you've got loads of aging players in your team. If you've got young, vibrant players, you can afford to press really aggressively and be like, do you know what, if we make a mistake, we all don't mind running back 50 yards. But as you've got a team that's getting on a little bit, you don't really want to do that as much.
Get out.
She just skies it there, Imani. It falls to her really nicely.
She had a little bit more time than she thought. She snatched at it, and it's obviously ended up going over the...
Close for Bayern Munich, but it is still 1-1. So if you are wondering the scoreline, so it's 1-1. There should only be a minute left of half-time here. Just having a little look at the replay here as well, and yeah, it does look like Imani just scuffs it, and she looks gutted as well that she's not been able to get that connection better.
The ball bounced just a yard in front of her, and she misread the bounce slightly and then ended up kind of getting under it a bit too much.
So we've got about 20 seconds left of added time here. What do you think Mark will be thinking going into that half-time changing room?
I think his mood would have changed from the first 2 minutes for sure. But yeah, I think Man United have grew into the game for sure. Obviously the goal helps. It was a penalty. It's not an open play, but they all count, and Maya tucked it away very nicely. But yeah, I think Mark's going to be happy with this. He'll be saying exactly what Aoife just said before about stay hungry, stay positive, stay pressing as a unit, because it's been working, and obviously they're going in now at half-time, and I think they'll be happy with that.
What do you think?
Yeah, the same as Abby. I mean, overall, it's sort of a half that you take. It's clear now where Bayern Munich can be dangerous on those long balls. Yes, they paid for it right at the start, but then they got themselves right back into the game, and they go in at half-time level.
Yeah, so let's see what happens, and also if there's any changes, we'll give you a shout as soon as we hear, but it is officially half-time, so 1-1. All to play for still. We'll have a little nosy as well at some stats that'll be popping up on your screen as well soon. But we've got plenty of comments coming in as well. We've got Harris, Junior 17, say, I'm really happy with the first half. Let's regroup for the next 45, and we can have a look at some of these stats as well.
Possessions, basically, well, it's 49-51. Got some bad eyesight here. These two have just gone extra close to the screen.
Luckily, everyone at home, you've got these stats on your screen. Myself and Ethan, I feel like we need to go and get some eye tests because we've both just edged quite
Do you know what? It's
forwardly.
fairly level looking through, but actually Man United had 2 more shots than Bayern Munich. So for all of their dangerous moments, Bayern Munich, they managed 6 shots to United's 8, and I definitely feel like the United girls sort of grew into the game. So if they can keep that momentum going, there's no reason why they can't convert another of those shots.
Yeah, shots on target as well. United are winning over Bayern Munich right now. It's 3-1, so obviously in shots on target, and that's what you want. You want to test the keeper. There's no, like we've seen Bayern, they've had a couple of opportunities, but they've all not been on the target. They've scuffed at him, or it's gone elsewhere. But United have been settled into that game after the 2 minutes, and they've done really well. So hopefully they can continue that and into the second half.
So it is half time now. So whilst we take a little break, we have got a great little video for you. Take a look with everything all behind the scenes, access all areas in our last time out in Champions League against Atletico.
Welcome along to the progress with Unity Stadium on what could be a very historical night for Manchester United.
We're preparing to go and win the game. So if you win it, you're guaranteed to go through.
Glad you did.
How are you, mate? See you. How are you? Okay.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Go far.
Here we go.
Yeah, you can't.
Right,
They
isn't
don't
there
drag.
no
They don't
wheels?
move. They don't move.
Hi everyone, welcome to the press conference with Mark Skinner and Fallon Tullis-Joyce ahead of our game against Atletico tomorrow.
Afternoon, both. Nice to see you. Obviously, a great first leg result, Mark. So, how do you kind of strike that balance between being really positive about how well you did there, but also maybe not assuming that you're through?
Yeah, there's no balance. We have to go to win the game. Atletico are, they showed their quality in the first leg. I felt we were ruthless when we needed to be. It was a difficult pitch for both teams, so we expect a slightly different game.
And is there any update you can give on Ella? I know we've known that she's been out for a little while, obviously not in the England squad yesterday.
Yes.
What are the next steps in her recovery?
So Ella's actually doing really well. She's on maybe to get some pitch time next couple of weeks, doing some start to return to play bits. We are hopeful, we are aiming for around the City game.
And just in terms of this competition, it obviously seems to have gone really well so far. Are people underestimating you in this competition at the minute?
I mean, if they are, I hope they continue to do so. No, look, we're a team. I just don't think anyone would like to play us because we are unpredictable in the way that we play. If you do one thing to try and stop us, we try and do something else to try and counteract that. So I believe that we're a team that believes in each other.
Yeah, it's gone great for us so far. I think I smiled a little bit at you saying if people underestimating us. I think you'd ruffle a few feathers in the locker room saying that. I think we have just a complete wealth of diversity and variety in our players that can step up in any game against any opponent, and we're taking nothing for granted in this next match. So I'm very proud of what we've achieved so far, but we've got another one coming up, and we're just going to keep giving it our all.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you, team. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Three, two. Yeah, thank you very much, Zara. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome along to the Progress with Unity Stadium on what could be a real historic night for Manchester United. They already carry a 3-goal lead into this game from that first leg out in Madrid, which means if they can avoid defeat here this evening, well, they book their places in the quarter-finals of this competition for the very first time. Well, Mark, first of all, we all know how big of a game this is, a real chance to make even more history here tonight in front of our home fans as well.
Yes, of course we want to do that. We are fully motivated to try and win the game. Our mindset going into this game is about trying to win it. It's not about to consolidate or hold, or we have to try and win the game. And I think if we can do that in front of our home fans, it'll be another historic moment for us. We're really looking forward to, and that's what we're going to try and deliver tonight.
Thanks, Mark. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Substitution for United, replacing number 8, Jeff Park. Big welcome to the 47, Jessica Anderson.
So we are back for this live watch along. Things have got interesting because it is 1-1. A great penalty from May Letizia got us the equaliser, but we're hungry for a win. This would be great. We're having a little look now as we're back. We can see some of the players on the pitch. You got Kayla Rendell's having a great time on that pitch there, chatting with some of our teammates. You can have a look as well at some of the United support that's in that crowd, because fair play to them, because I can tell you now, if you don't know, we said it during pre-match, it is cold today. It is cold, it is windy. We've had every season going that's just appeared all in one day. So they're doing well, especially the little Red Devils that are staying up for this one, because an 8 o'clock kickoff is late. So make sure you're in school tomorrow if it is school. I don't know if it's school, half time, I'm not familiar. Parents tell me. But we can see some of the players heading out now. And this must be a bit like what you said, Abby, where Mark Skinner's probably, I just said, calmed down after the first couple minutes of the game and thought, look at the control that we've had. And he's probably enforced that to them, saying, like, look at all the good stuff that we've done here. Let's just do that again, but just amplify it just a little bit and go and get that result.
Yeah, I think Mark Skinner would have been happy, especially after obviously conceding after 2 minutes. He definitely changed his half-time team talk going in at 1-1. But for me, I think he would have addressed the issue of the long ball going round the left back and the left side centre half. It happened too many times, so he would have addressed that somehow. Probably got a couple of clips up. Aoife knows him a little bit more than me. I've never been managed by him, but he would have addressed the situation. And I think that would have been one. But I think overall he would have been happy with the team. They've played some really good football. They've got themselves back in it right now, and they've got 45 minutes to express themselves and obviously take this to the away leg. So yeah, hopefully he's riled them up and they're ready to go for the second half.
Yeah, hopefully. We had some score predictions, obviously, before the game that was coming into us. Let us know what you're thinking in the chat. Has it changed? Have you started to change your mind? This is your opportunity to put it into the chat now. From you two, what would your score prediction be? Because obviously we weren't having the 2-2 draw when we heard that earlier.
No, we weren't having that, and we're still not. I'm going to say a 3-1 win, Man United.
That'd be unbelievable. That'd be great to see.
I'm saying goals as well, but I'm saying 3-2 United.
Oh wow, okay. Well, I tell you what, everyone at home, I hope you're ready for a great game, because this sounds like it's going to get interesting in this second half. So we're having a little close look. I don't think there are any changes to Manchester United side from what I'm seeing, because we have just kicked off. We'll have a little closer look and see. Let us know in the chat what you are thinking.
Great start to the second half as well for Man United. Already within the first minute, they've got themselves a corner. And we're just watching here as Rolfers stepping up to take it.
What is it, 2 steps at Old Trafford to swing it in?
Yeah, it's not a big,
it's narrow,
not a big
tight,
run-up, is it?
On the corner flag.
The ref's having a little talking to in the box as well.
Yeah, you can see that Amani's marking Schuller, but probably is being a bit handsy.
Let's see then, corner for Manchester United.
Another corner.
She whipped it in, but it was low and hard, and Seaman, who was marking May Letizia, who came round the front, managed to sort of block it and kick the ball away.
Let's have a look and see.
2 very different deliveries, so it must be something off the training ground. I don't know what they're doing, but...
We have got Dominic Gilmore in the chat that says, I admire your bravery there, Aoife. 3-1 to Manchester United. I want to believe you, but I'm going to go 2-1 Manchester United. At least it's a win.
I mean, it's a win. I think that fans and also the players will back themselves. 3-1 isn't that different from 2-1. The difference is one single moment across a period of 45 minutes. So I think you've got to aim high. The girls finished the first half really, really well. They worked themselves into the game, managed the momentum of conceding the first goal really well. Why not try and kick on? Bit of an edgy start to the second half, like it seems to be breaking up a lot. Another foul there on Schuller. Clearly, they've decided that she probably had a little bit too much time and space in the first half for their liking. So it doesn't surprise me that the Bayern players are maybe chopping her down a little bit, trying to get into her.
She did really good hold-up play then for me, trying to bring the midfielders in. Defender didn't like it, so just rammed her to the floor, a bit like your style, Aoife.
Is that what you think of me? Is that what you think I do?
The old elbow, the old...
Hey, only when the ref's not looking.
I do like how different defenders are on and off the pitch. Because if you just seem lovely, but I've watched you play, and there's a little edge to you. I like it.
I mean, to be fair, even in training, like once the ball is running, that adrenaline, I'm just so competitive.
I love how quiet Abby's being.
I was going to say a joke, but the edge, the same in a dress sense, but never.
Hey, I
don't
think this is that bad.
I'm only joking, Aoife.
When are you going to fire back?
She likes it. She likes the edgy.
I like it. I don't mind.
She's in all the vegan shops, the coffee shops, the dog-friendly ones. That's exactly what you are. That's okay. I like it. Just don't like playing against you.
Is that what you do, like playing against Aoife? Just go and whisper those things just in her ear?
Yeah, maybe pinch the back of her arm so she's giving it all. She'd be the one doing it to me, though, on the pitch. That's the thing.
We've got some people in the chat letting us know what they're thinking and where they're from. So you got Rafi Kasparian 1075 saying, I'm from Lebanon. Come on, Manchester United. I have to give a shout out to this person now. We've got Lily Johnson 8219. Greetings from Salford. Let's go. As you can tell, we're very familiar with each other.
I thought you were going to say a really far and away place, but then you said Lily Johnson. I was thinking that sounds kind of local.
And then you heard me say Salford, whereas some people that don't know about Salford call it Salford, and that's not the way to go.
No.
In fact, I'll say this now because I've heard it in my ear and it always irks me. Our lovely director, Scott, always winds me up and says Salford Keys, and he's just said it now in my ear going, Salford. No, Scott, not today.
Nice little bit of play there from Bayern.
Playing out from the back.
Yeah, they built out from the back really, really well. Managed to make some nice combinations through the midfield too. The end pass kind of went out for a throw-in, so it didn't come to anything. But certainly they've kind of maybe got into a rhythm here. They're looking quite lively. So Man United are going to want to match that. And just as I say that, Jess Park gets on the ball and just skips away from 2 or 3 players.
She's just got that magic about her, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's definitely a kid that just played on the street, went out until the tea was ready, and her mum probably shouted her back in and said, the tea's ready, you got to come in. But it is, she's just a kid on the street, and I say that all the time about her. She just looks like she's in the park playing with her mates. Nothing seems to faze her. She'll go into a one-to-one and think, I'm taking you on, and she is fearless, and that's what you want in this team right now.
Yeah, you do, especially when you see people forget that with these players, they are making history. Quarterfinals and Champions League for the first time. Even having the derby in the WSL at the Theatre of Dreams on Saturday, every single one of these players and players before have been part of this history. You two know it best. A player like Jess Park as well is only going to inspire the next generation.
Yeah, sure it is. She probably don't even know it herself either right now. She just turns up to work, which is probably a hobby still. She just loves the game, and that's what's nice about it for me. If you love the game and it's now your job, then you're doing all right. She's never worked a day in her life, I guess, but she will be like, there'll be little kids running around with Park on the back of the shirts, and how inspiring.
So yeah, if you haven't got your tickets yet as well for the weekend, make sure you do. I mean, if you've not done it at half-time, you've still got the opportunity. Don't worry, because kick-off is going to be 1:30 on Saturday, right here at the Theatre of Dreams. Manchester United women's team take on Manchester City. It's a game that we always look forward to, we never want to miss out on. And as well as that, I can't think of a better way to spend your weekend, to be honest. There's nothing else really. You can go and have some port scratchings, as the chat said, or anything. Bring it with you.
What did it finish last year? Was it 1-1 in the end?
Great question.
Was it 1-1 or 2?
I feel like it was. I can have a little look now.
Was it a draw? I think. Or was it a win?
It was a draw. It was 2-2.
But that result not solidified Man United getting into the Champions League, but kind of edged it a little bit. So even though it wasn't a win, if it was a draw, it was such an important result to be able to, 1, get into Champions League, and then 2, for Man City to obviously fall foul of that and not manage to get in, made it that extra little bit sweeter. So the girls will definitely be hoping for a win and to finish on a high on Sunday.
Where were you on the final whistle? How was that game?
You know where I was.
Why? Where was you?
I got sent off.
Oh,
I was watching it in the physio room. I was watching it in the dressing room, and I got sent off for 2, I think, very...
Was it very close together?
No, I got... So Jake...
Was that a different red card?
No, to be fair, I'm not nearly as bad as you're making.
Assist?
I did, and it was decent. I've never struck the ball like that since, but it was a good assist. It was a good assist. Yeah, it was 2 cheap yellows. Which did me dirty.
Ref's fault.
To be fair, I feel really bad now. I feel like this is the bully for sure we've turned it
I know,
into.
yeah. It's on my team now.
I'll just sit over here in the corner. My only friend is the tactics court.
You can give it a little hug if you want.
Do you want to know anything more about attacking fullbacks?
No, thanks.
I would listen to you any time if you wanted to do that. Abby, on the other hand, though, would probably just pull a face.
Just because if Aoife was my manager and you was an attacking fullback, your pre-season would be hell. She would have you running and running and running, no rest, and that's just not for me. Not for me. Not now, anyway.
Game sort of settled a little bit. I think both teams, when they're getting the ball, they're managing to string a few passes together.
We've just mentioned that City game as well, and you'd love to hear that we set a challenge for Millie Turner and Gabby George to do alternative commentary. So if you are subscribed to Manchester United Women's channel, that will be live very soon. So maybe have a little
Alternative
listen.
commentary. Can you give us a little teaser?
Just thinking, when you think about the personalities of Millie T and Gabby George, you know they're always going to speak what's on their mind.
Yeah, that's true. 2 Mancunian girls, yeah.
Pongo's probably going to make an appearance.
They did say they can laugh about it now.
Okay. Was that Pernilla Harder with a shot?
Yeah.
Ends up swiping at it on the left foot, doesn't really challenge Fallon Tullis-Joyce too much, but just before that, Bayern had got a little bit of momentum in and around Man United's box. Yeah, just watching it back here. She picks it up right on the edge, takes one touch to set it, and then strikes it, but doesn't really get it into the corner.
United have got to clear that a little bit sooner for me, though. Messing around on the edge of your own box is just, they're going to smell blood, and I'm not surprised they had a shot on target if you're messing around with it there.
Yeah, they'd won the ball back, and it's one of them where, do you try and retain the ball? Do you try and keep it and play a really simple pass or clear it? Or do you try and really progress forward? And probably the risk outweighed the reward there, and obviously they ended up losing it after winning it back. And that's what created the chance for Pernilla Harder, so they definitely won't want to do that again.
Oh, cheeky little nutmeg.
Oof. Oh, Melvine with that nutmeg, and then
Cheeky
passes it off to
nutmeg.
Jess Park, who runs down the wing, and you're just crying out. We're just watching it back here. Oh,
I did look at the fullback thinking, why passing it? Why passing there? She's got no space whatsoever, and she just finds it anyway.
Jess Park just needed to cut it back to her, and for Melvine to score, I think that would have been a viral TikTok.
It would have been instantly. We have got a prediction in the chat, so we've got Balance Cams 2821 says, my prediction is Elizabeth Turland from the bench with a goal to win us 2-1.
I am guessing that Turlin's going to be coming on at some point, so it's not a bad shout, to be fair.
Terry did get player of the match as well in the game against Everton.
Yeah, and she has popped up with a few handy goals, like Ziggy, who I said scored 2 in the last 6 games. She has also scored 2 in the last 6 games, and can you guess the one other player for Man United that's done that? So there's 3 players that have scored 2 goals for Man United in the last 6 games. So Ziggy,
I love this.
Terry Turland, and
Jess Park.
No, Jess Park has scored 1. Yes.
Meal to say.
No, sorry.
Oh.
It does start with M, though.
Oh. I thought you was including her goal then.
Melvine.
Yeah.
Oh, first.
Melvine Mallard.
Sorry, when you initially pointed, then I thought, what have I just missed?
Oh, no, sorry. No. I was pointing as if to say, like, the one that's just scored. Don't like it when it's an exam. My brain goes back to, like, GCSEs.
Sorry, I thought that was quite good content.
No, I mean, quizzing me.
You know, you can tell I've done my research.
Yeah,
I'm desperate to get it in, so it didn't go to waste.
Get it in.
I like this. We should rename in our lovely little graphics booth, and when the stats appear, just we have like Aoife's stats.
Yeah.
So they just appear, so we tailor
Aoife's
it.
stats that no one cares about.
I care.
Okay, thank you.
I care when I get the answer right.
Yeah. We really like it. Let us know in the chat. Let's give Aoife some love. Let us know if you love the stats as much as we do. It could be our own show. It could be a little thing on socials that we could do on the official United TikTok. Aoife stats before a game.
Okay.
There's
I'm liking the love. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Don't know if Ziggy's just done a little to the bench. Is she struggling? I'm not sure, but I don't know if it was to the bench or one of her own players. She's giving it the old.
Oh, really?
But I'm not sure if it was about a pass or.
We'll keep an eye out for that and see if we can spot anything. Possession stats are up there now as well, still fairly even.
Yeah, similar. Bayern, I think it says 52%, United 48%, so similar-ish. Like I said, both teams are getting into kind of settle possession, managing to string a few passes on the ball when they've got it. Neither team is wanting to give too much away when they've not got the ball, so it's ending up sort of being a little bit cagey.
Great tackle.
We've got some questions in the chat as well. So people are talking about, so Mavis especially has said, we really need a win, girls. How difficult do you think going to Munich is going to be in second leg?
I think the element of a home advantage is a real thing. It's always, it's a decent chance for Dolman. Bit of a looping cross into the box. I think she swings at it with her left foot. Gets good purchase on it, but it does fly over the bar. Just watch it back. Oh, it was her right foot.
Yeah, she let it come across all the way across the body, to be fair.
That is a very, very difficult technique. So ball gets whipped in and you've let the ball come across your whole body to then try and take it first time as a volley on your right foot.
And it was a volley on the inside of her foot.
Yeah.
Not even laces.
Yeah, you've got to respect the technique. But she didn't hit the target. What were we saying? Yeah, United are going to want to get a result tonight because, you know, it's a home leg and it would set them up in really good stead. But either way, we know that this is a team that never gives up. So regardless of the result, I think they'll take the fight and energy to the Allianz at Bayern Munich next week. But hopefully they can make their life slightly easier by getting a win tonight.
Yeah, an away day, especially Champions League, it's nice, it's what you look forward to, but if it is the second leg for the away game, like you just said, you want to go there head like a quid up kind of thing, and hopefully that's what they can do today, but they will know that it will be tough, and it's the same as Bayern coming here. Bayern know it's going to be tough, but if United can do the job now, it makes their life easier in Bayern. Oh, I thought that went in.
Oh, yeah, it did. Hannah Lundqvist crossed it, but it was one of them where she probably meant it as a cross, but it actually ended up looking like a shot, and it kind of loops and dips onto the roof of the net. I think Jade scored one of those against London City away right at the start of the season.
She did, and she certainly celebrated.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this month for Manchester United women's team though, because I'm having a look at the fixtures here. If you look at March in general, it started off with Chelsea away, Then to have West Ham away just a couple days later. Then Everton at home. We've got Bayern right now at the Theatre of Dreams, City at the Theatre of Dreams on Saturday, and then you've got a couple more big games coming up in April. But that month as a whole, that's a difficult block of games, isn't it, to face?
It's absolute madness, and I've just got total respect for the team and for the girls to be able to keep turning out and bringing the energy. I think they are doing and have done so well this season. They've never had as many fixtures as they have this year. So to be second in the WSL, have got to the final of the Subway Cup. Obviously, unfortunately, they lost out to Chelsea in the FA Cup, and to be in the quarter-final. There's not that much more that you can ask for. And unfortunately for them, they're kind of when you lose out for something that they've done so well on, which is having to play so many games because they've got themselves into this position. So I don't think they get the credit they deserve. And
sorry to interrupt you, the big long list of injuries that they've carried along the way, your squad's not massive, so all them games are great if you've got 30 players to pick from, but the list of injuries that they've had has obviously lowered them numbers. So some of them girls out there, like we were saying about before about Maya, she's not missed a minute. The bodies must be tired, but they keep going. The recovery must be key. Like you said, they play midweek, weekend, and they have done all month, and it is a lot for the bodies, and they're not used to it. But obviously they've got a big long list of injuries, and it's not what we want. If you had to pick from 30, it's obviously better for Mark, it's better for the girls, it's better for results. Let's face it. Like, if there's more power on the bench that you can freshen up, the better it is for the team. But the fact they've not had it, and like you've just said, they've been in all of them finals, quarter-finals now, the second in the league. Like, fair play to them. What a team and squad that they do have to get through that.
You think as well about the injury list that we've spoke about. It's every single player will impact the game. However, when you think about the players that you used to have in that starting 11, your players like Ella Toon, Dominic Janssen, we spoke about when Jade Riviere was obviously missing. Luckily, she's on the bench now, but these players are ones that we've been so used to that are part of the core of the team. So to be without that is a headache for Mark Skinner, which must put an absolute question mark every single week as this long list is going. And when you're in your first season competing in the Champions League fully, people underestimate that. Manchester United, see it as a big name, but when you see it like that, we're in our infancy and we are very new to this competition. We need this experience to get better. Yeah,
Champions League, you don't even talk about the travel. They're on a flight. So like I was saying about recovery, your recovery is disturbed a little bit. You sleep, different beds, like, you don't really think about these things. You just think they get on the pitch and perform. But the facilities, like when you get to the facilities that they're going to have in Munich, is there going to be ice baths? Is there going to be recovery? I'm sure that Man United as a club will look after them, but it's not their normal routine. Sleeping in a different bed, different pillow, like, all of these things affect your body as an athlete, and they've done it really well so far, so hopefully they continue that.
And to give you some extra insight as well, it was something that was discussed in a previous pre-match press conference after the Atletico game, which was away. So that was on the 12th of February. They ended up getting back from that game at 4 a.m. the next day, which then training just couldn't fully happen because obviously you've got to protect your players and look after them. So then Saturday was the only day they could actually regroup, and that was then before obviously facing London City at the Progress with Unity Stadium on Sunday the 15th. There's not actually two opportunities for training there. You've just got one, which is going to be very limited because you need them to recover.
Yeah, it'd be a walkthrough and a talk-through, I guess, wouldn't it? That's what you usually get.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. It's tough at the top, and it's a good problem to have. What a great problem to struggle with your sleep because you are in the last stages of the Champions League. Yeah. But on the flip side of that, time waits for no one, and you've got to be able to perform and prepare for each game like you're fresh. And sometimes as a player you have to sort of tell yourself that you're okay and you're fresh and keep going, and then hope on the day that the adrenaline and the energy of the team will get you over the line. And the girls will get used to it as well as the fixtures are more and more congested. It's almost harder to do a 3-game midweek fixture when you're actually not used to it. But credit to the team. Like I said, I don't think that they get enough credit that they deserve for how difficult the fixture schedule is.
And I do think as well, talking about Man United alone, is they do have that team togetherness where I know that they'll be on the bus, on the aeroplanes, wherever they are in the hotel rooms. They will be playing cards, they will be getting the stuff that's off the pitch to making sure. Because it sounds silly, doesn't it? But the cards, the games, the bit that takes you through that time of travel helps. If you've got togetherness off the pitch, you will have it on the pitch a little bit more. So it is good that the girls do have that at Man United.
Togetherness is key, and you can see that in any training session. If you go and have a look at the official United Women's YouTube channel, you can see the camaraderie between them all, and which is why I think it probably fuels the fire even more with your bench players, that or whoever's on the bench at every single game will want to come on and impact it and celebrate together. If you're looking at this game now, we're currently in the 69th minute here. Do you think that Mark will be looking to make a change? And there's some great players. We've had some people in the chat already. People are wondering if Simi will come on. Had a great game at the weekend, and she definitely brings energy, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, Simi is really settling in after her first year last year. And there's a few names that spring to mind that have had loads of minutes in recent weeks that would be great additions onto the pitch. Obviously, Elizabeth Turland, Jade Riviere, who's been out with the knock, and then, like you say, Simi. These are all questions and challenges for Mark to decide who's going to best fit the team. And I wonder if both sets of coaches and managers are wondering to see what sort of changes the other team make as to how they're going to counter that. So I'm not sure whether he'll have predetermined look at 70 minutes I'm defo going to put Terry Turland on, or whether he's going to see what Bayern do first. But definitely the feel of this game will change within the next 5 minutes once that happens.
Being just a player and never been a manager or a coach, I always wonder, especially it's 1-1 right now, who makes the first move? As a manager, are you looking at who are they warming up? Do you know what I mean? Like, do they have that? Because obviously as players, if I see a striker warming up, I'm thinking fresh legs coming on, come on, you've got a second gear to go in now, come on, you can do this. Because as you know, when it's a 70th, 80th minute substitution and it's a striker with fresh legs, you do think, come on. But yeah, I always wonder, managers, do they have a little look and think, they're putting a striker, right, we're going for it now, or... But yeah, I would 100%, if it was a substitution now and I was Mark Skinner, it would be Turland for me.
Well, as soon as we get a sub, we will let you know straight away.
I think it is going to be Bayern that make a change first. Might have slightly seen a little bit of...
It did look like there was a player.
There's a little white shirt somewhere on that touchline.
Oh, that was a great ball here. Oof.
Lana's going to put a flag up.
Bayern look like they've made it 2-1.
I thought it was offside.
Yeah, it looked offside. It was
the two centre halves looked too spread there for me.
It was an incredible pass that completely broke the lines, and who else other than Pernilla Harder to double her goals? And to be fair, she has to do quite a lot, dribbling towards the goal and then being able to place it like that. And we'll see as we watch it back exactly what happened.
Here's the replay now.
Oh, she's onside.
She is on.
Yeah, the distance between the two centre-backs, May and Millie, it's just a little bit split. And then Pernilla Harder capitalises on that. She runs in between them, takes a brilliant first touch to take the ball away from Mayer, and then just sets the ball up to her right-hand side, which moves Fallon Tullen-Joyce that way. And then her shot ends up cutting right across a really, really good striker's finish.
Harder, go on.
No, go on.
Harder's done very well because she was dribbling there with the outside of her right boot, keeping it as far away from May Letizia as possible, and obviously the shot, she's tucked it away nicely. Is the VAR in this game?
Yeah.
Yes, there is, because they had a little look at it
Not
earlier.
Not need it because it was onside, but
yeah.
I was just wondering. What a pass, by the way. I don't know who actually made that pass then for Bayern, but what a pass to split the two defenders in the middle.
Yeah, that was a brilliant pass, and in some ways two similar goals for Bayern, in a sense that both assists have come from slightly longer passes, and then Pernilla Harder just being that number 9 right in between the two centre-backs, being able to capitalise on that.
Just to confirm the attendance at this game as well, we have heard numbers, so there's 7,513 people at the game tonight. fair play to you in the cold, turning up on these big Champions League nights. So, definitely all of you that are in there are being part of history now as well. We've got a comment from Dominic Gilmore that just said, now can we tell Maya to go and get us another pen?
If only it was that simple. If only it was that simple. And you know what? Up to that goal, it had been fairly even.
Yeah.
I don't think either team had really dominated the other. Man United had had some good chances, some good passes, good entries. But unfortunately for them, it's just that one moment that's counted for Bayern.
Silence then, because the ball's in the box again. It's...
You can hear the panic between the three of us in the silence. But yeah, just to let you all know, as we've said, so it is currently in the 74th minute and it is 2-1 to Bayern Munich at the Theatre of Dreams so far.
United's just seem a little bit stretched at the moment. They're not really pressing as a team or...
So I'm hearing there's a substitution for Manchester United. It sounds like a double sub. So it sounds like Simi and Jade are going to be coming on, and Leah Schuller and Hinata Miyazawa are coming off. Makes sense for Hinny because obviously she's only just got back from winning the Asian Cup as well, which she's done well to be back and play as many minutes as she had, because I believe she only got back, I think it was something ridiculous, like 8 AM in the morning on Monday.
Oh wow.
That's good going.
Yeah, that is really good going. Who's coming off here? Who's 20? Is that me 20? Oh no.
Look at the sub now. So yeah, as it's confirmed, Simi Wujo is on and Jade Riviere are on as well. So we had a few comments in the chat wishing that Simi would come on and show us that little bit of energy that she's shown us at the weekend in WSL action. Let's hope this happens this evening.
So I think with Jade now on the pitch, I expect she'll go to right back, Hannah Lundqvist will go to left back. That will push Fridolina Rolfö up into left wing, and then Melvin Mallard will go onto the other side as a right winger. Or actually as a nine.
Oh, yes,
well
get in.
Come on.
Who was that?
Here we'll have a little look. So Manchester United have made it 2-2. Hannah Lundqvist is the goal scorer for Manchester United.
Perfect timing, I must say.
You can never count this team out.
No, you
can't.
Never count them out. And they've been so potent off set pieces. Obviously, they got that amazing goal right into the dying seconds of the game against Everton at the weekend. So for Hannah Lundqvist to convert from a corner for United, that's so good. Brilliant delivery from May Letizia. Beats the zonal players of Bayern Munich.
Great header.
And she just heads the ball back across the body, down into the ground. And it bounces up and straight into the net.
Just remind me, Abby, what was your prediction?
Yeah, 3-2. United. It's coming. If it happens, I'm putting the lottery on the way home.
Can you just look after us with like a free coffee or something, you know, if you win? Thank you.
I'll replace the pick and mix that I've stole.
Oh,
well,
lovely.
not stole, just ate.
I love the people in the chat as well with their celebrations. Just simply someone's put, so we've got Sandy has put, Hannah, I love you. We've got Cool Cats H6 says 14 minutes to score another 5. Let's do it.
5.
I feel like all of us seem to eat a little bit of something anytime we score here, so I'm superstitious. I'm going to go for one of the pick and mix here.
fair, no one's at a football. Maybe if we eat a football, it'll bring us a goal.
Only
we
a
make
red
a pact?
one though.
Red.
Got to eat a red.
I'm going to
football.
fish out the red ones. I'm superstitious, guys. It's going to happen.
If you eat a red one, if you eat a red one, we score. You understand? You're eating another red one, and then another one.
I'm fine with chocolate.
We laugh at how superstitious that is, but you'll
I know.
never meet more superstitious people than a footballer.
Yeah, it's crazy. What's your superstition before or after games or during? What is it?
I'll share a superstition of another player. I know another player who would only wear a particular sports bra to every game that she played. Her sports bra went missing in the wash. She couldn't find it. One of the other girls on the team had the same one. She took that one, had to wear it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do I know that player?
Yeah.
I
But
do
the
know.
girl that she took it from never knew it.
No, I just said I think I know that player.
Okay, yeah, you'll know her. And to be fair, I think she eventually said, look, I took it.
Yeah,
I didn't, and I, like, the other girl did. It feels weird not actually saying their names. But yeah, I'll protect their identity.
The question is, now you've moved on to something else, is your superstition a secret? Is that why you went to somebody else, or is it?
No, I'm trying to...
Don't out it if you don't want
I
it.
am a bit
Yeah, I was gonna say.
superstitious, but I can't... I'm trying to... I do have them, but I can't really think of any. I get a bit funny about the socks that I wear.
Yeah.
So I cut my socks and then wear...
Oh, she's one of them.
Yeah, particular like cotton socks.
Doesn't surprise
So
me.
my foot doesn't slide around.
Doesn't surprise.
Because in my mind, if my foot slides around, then I'll definitely get injured and I'll never play again. So
Turn into belief again. She's one of them.
She's one of them. Cut socks. Have you seen them?
I have seen him.
Cut socks. I get it because it's helping the calves. However, if it's just a superstition.
You're all right. Some of them don't do it for the actual,
Yeah.
release of pressure or anything. They just do it because they think, I'm just going to do it to make it look cool somewhat.
Right, what we got left then? 10 minutes.
Not really much stoppage either. What is it? 2 subs? What's happened so far?
It's all right, guys. We're going to eat a red chocolate football. We're going to be
Still
fine.
trying to get into that chocolate.
The issue is I'm trying to balance holding the mic at the same time.
Game's going to be over.
I'm trying to help us win the game.
Why don't
here.
you text Mark and let him know that he doesn't need to worry now because you've ate a red chocolate ball?
If we go and score after this, I will message Mark Skinner and I will tell him.
Quick, eat it. They're in the box. No, if this goes in, I'm going to be really freaked out,
Hey, that's a good...
Not bad. Deep cross. Not bad.
We have got people in the chat with their superstitions. So, JP87 says, my superstition is the shin pads has to put the right one first.
I reckon that'll be a few few footballers, to be fair. I don't really remember what mine was.
I mean, the question is what size are the shin pads as well? Because are they going to be those little diddy ones now that everyone's wearing?
I don't recommend them.
I don't either.
I really don't
Not
recommend
as a centre back.
them. No.
I had to tell one of my Salford girls off a couple of weeks ago because she got knackered and she had a tiny little shin pad. It was a little square. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Let us know in the chat if you do that as well. They need to look after themselves.
Get out.
I know a girl that once forgot her shin pads, so she cut a paper coffee cup and just used
No, she didn't.
one side of the coffee cup as a shin pad.
It wouldn't surprise me, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
It wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. That's way too creative for me.
I'm just trying to process the fact that that's what they thought would work.
I like
it
the
did.
idea of the shape going round.
Yeah,
like a shin pad.
yeah.
However, there's not much protection there. She can't have been playing against you.
She was on our team.
Yeah,
No, she
if she was
can't.
against you, she would have been going for the old cricket pads. What a touch. by the
Nice
way.
touch from Simi. You've got to give it to Bayern. When they win the ball back, they are really tidy, keep the ball really well.
Looks like Bayern are holding a lot more possession now.
Neuer Spielstand Manchester United 2, FC Bayern München 3. Die Torschützen Nummer 18.
Oh, and it's a goal for Bayern Munich, so they make it 3-2.
Momoko, Tanikawa, what a finish.
What a bit of a set of play that was.
What a phase of play as well. Bayern combines so well up the pitch. Got the ball out to their left winger. She cuts back inside. Plays it to Momoko. Tanikawa, and what a finish. And her as well, fresh off her win at the Asia Cup with Japan a few days ago.
For me, though, if you look at the fine detail in this, I'm speechless just watching the replay right now, but even the ball came from the back, came from the keeper, and every single pass, it was whipped in. It was touch, pass, like the finer detail in that whole, the pace of the pass, the ball speed, like everything just said to me like, Bayern want this. And what a finish.
And that pass into Tanikawa as well, it's bulleted into it on the floor, and this is a little bit of nerdy detail. She runs towards it really quickly to make Giulia Zigliotti think that her first touch is going to go back, and then at the last second she just opens out her body,
swivels her hips,
sets the ball on the other side, and the finish is like
perfect.
right on the money. Not really much Fallon Tullis-Joyce could do with that. But look, we've seen it twice already in this game, United coming back from a goal down. There's no reason why in this last 5 minutes they can't do that again.
No, that's true. I mean, there's been so many moments of history of this team where they've been able to do it and they can show it.
Can I change my 3-2?
Yeah, you can change it, by all means.
4-3, Man United.
I thought you were going to say change it to Bayern.
No, definitely not.
I had the faith there.
Yeah, no. Yeah, thanks.
So yeah, there's about 5 minutes left of this game at Old Trafford. Let's see what happens, because as Aoife said, you just can't count Manchester United out. And we've still got to remember that there is a second leg with all to play for.
Nice bit of play here from United. They've switched the ball from side to side in and around Bayern's box. A few minutes to go, and it looks to me like Bayern are probably happy to shut up shop now. So United are really going to be able to get a few minutes worth of maybe getting possession and keeping the ball right near their box, and that will hopefully create a chance for them.
All the way through.
That was a great cross in from Fridolina Rolfo there as well. It's exactly what we said. When Jade came on the pitch, it allowed Frido to just go further up, and we've seen that before, especially in previous Champions League games. I mean, Frido loves a Champions League goal.
Yeah, she does. She does love a Champions League goal. I remember her first one at, I think it was Atletico.
It was a great header as well.
First leg of Atletico, and she scored at Old Trafford against PSG to equalise the game. And that's what Jade does. Is it Jade or is... That is what United can do so well, is create overloads on the wings and really be able to beat players on the outside. I always think a proper winger or a proper fullback, and I say this as someone that was a utility fullback, so was never able to properly do it, is if you can beat your player on the outside, it's so hard to defend against, because once you get round them, you can put a cross in and force a corner like we've got here. So these last few minutes, as a fan watching, I really want to see United's wingers and fullbacks like trying to be brave and take on Bayern Munich on the outside. Yeah, I was more of a
Utility.
combiner. More of a give and go, 1-2.
Let the ball do the work.
Yeah. One of these, yeah, come in, yeah. That's fine.
Give and fake goals.
Yeah.
That's a shame, to be fair. Set piece in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's clear that she's got such a good whip and delivery of the ball. But there's been a couple from Rolfa where she will have wanted to kind of get that height on the ball a little bit more to just beat that sort of first line of Bayern Munich zonal defence.
We've got a comment in the chat from April that says, we need to remember as well that we should be proud of these moments in the Champions League. Look at how far we've come. We haven't played at this level before, and this quarter-final has been brilliant so far. And very true, yes. So this is the first leg of this quarter-final, very much in the tie. And we said that this would be the toughest team that we'd face. The fact that it's 3-2 to Bayern Munich as well, and there's still a couple minutes to go and we're still absolutely fighting, giving everything, shows the determination from this team.
Yeah, 100%. And I think what's clear from this game, and we don't know what's going to happen in the next few minutes, the match may or may not finish with 5 goals, which shows me that there's definitely goals in this dynamic, in this matchup. And Man United can take so much of that because depending on how the game goes, they're always going to be able to look and go, they had some really good play, and also they managed to score 2 against Bayern Munich, so that should definitely give them confidence going to the away leg, regardless of whether they're able to convert a chance or not over the next few minutes.
It also now, for the next game, it gives them footage on Bayern. Obviously, they would have had footage anyway, but how they play against each other, because they've never played against each other before, obviously, except pre-season friendlies. And we all know in pre-season friendlies you're just trying different things. But now they've actually got live footage of them playing against each other. It'll help Mark Skinner for next game, which I think is important.
And there's 3 minutes of added time in this game too. You never know. You never know what will happen with Manchester United. It's in the DNA, isn't it, that something could happen in that final.
Melvin Mallard. It's got her name written on it.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I mean, we've seen it at the weekend for the game against Everton. I can't tell you how much the Progress of Unity Stadium just erupted as soon as that goal went in. You could just see the celebrations just went crazy because they could really feel the magic of that, and to get an equaliser here at Old Trafford would be brilliant. And you're right, it would be a Melvin Mallard goal, wouldn't it?
It's what you live for as a fan, isn't it? Those moments where your back's against the wall and then something comes good. It'd be no fun if the score lines in games were like 3-0 every game, one way or another.
If United get a goal now, it'll feel like a win.
Yeah.
Even though it makes us free fit, it will feel like a win.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a little last minute.
I thought there was nearly an opportunity for Bayern then, but looks like we're okay at the minute. So let us know in the comments as well if you are going to be some of the lucky fans that are going to be travelling out next week to that game at their turf, Bayern Munich, that is, because it'd be lovely to hear from you. We say it all the time, send in your pictures to us on socials, where you're supporting us from. It'd be lovely to see, and we always try, if we can, to get those pictures in the show for the watch-along. So it'd be lovely to see you all next week.
Do you know how many fans you're expecting at Old Trafford at the weekend? Or is it
So at Old Trafford, we're not sure just yet, actually. But I know that the tickets are still on sale now.
Amazing.
We should actually get some extra numbers given to us tomorrow, so it'll be exciting to hear. But I know there should be a really good crowd as well. We've got lots of sponsors there. I can actually say there's going to be a bit of a fan zone there as well, in front of the East Stand. Yeah, it's really cool because the sponsor as well. So you got Estee Lauder. They're celebrating International Women's Month, so they're kind of making it a designated International Women's Day.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah, so it should be good.
Sounds fun.
You never know. if you do like your Estee Lauder, you could go and get some goodies there as well.
And next time we do a watch along in Cafe Football, if Estee Lauder would like to put some goodies here as well, I wouldn't say no. That night serum, I wouldn't say no. That's all I'm saying.
It would look really nice here, wouldn't it? Just a few, just dotted along.
Dotted in my pocket afterwards. That's 15 seconds here of the game.
United are still going for it as well, which is nice to see. Like you just said, it's 15 seconds, last minute, but they've not just given. They're still going down the wing and trying to take them on, and that's it, full-time whistle.
There we go then. So full time at Old Trafford. So 3-2 to Bayern Munich is the final result here. We have got, as we said, a second leg next week. When you think about this result before this game, I mean, the fact that we've fought in this, we've competed, what do you think Mark Skinner and the rest of the team are going to be thinking about what they need to do for the second leg now?
I think Mark Skinner will install confidence in his team. Like Eva said before, they've just scored 2 goals against Bayern Munich. Yeah, they've conceded 3, and he will shut shop, and he will make sure that he tackles that, but they have just scored 2 goals against Bayern Munich, and I don't think they'll come away from this happy, because as a football player you won't. You obviously just lost the game, but there is another 90 minutes where you can go put that right, and luckily they have got that chance. And I think for me, if I was the manager, if I was Mark Skinner, I'd be filling them with confidence to make sure, because at the end of the day they've got 90 minutes to keep themselves in the Champions League. Go and express yourself, go do what you're best at, go be happy, play as a team, fight for each other, and see what happens.
I mean, Aoife, you say it, you never count Manchester United out either. I mean, with that second leg as well, you've got full faith, haven't you, that this team can go there and do a job?
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes when you go into a second leg, my experience is more international from that respect, but you go into a second leg, if you're actually in the lead, sometimes you can take your foot off the gas, but there's still 90 minutes to go. So United psychologically, I think, will have the edge, because they know they have to go for it, and hopefully Bayern Munich might think, okay, we've got 1 goal here, we can just take 1% off. I've got full faith in Man United. Look, they scored 2 goals against a top team. Many of the stats were similar. They've done really well, had some good passages of play. Maybe just need to tighten up a little bit on the chances conceded, but full faith in them, and I think that they can do it.
We can have a little look at the stats as well at full time here at Old Trafford. So 10 total shots for Manchester United in comparison to 12 for Bayern Munich, and shots on target equal for both sides, 4 for both. I mean, this has been quite a close contest in this game, and especially for Manchester United, as we said, have got a long list of injuries. They're competing Champions League for the very first time, as well as the second leg, which is a huge game for them next week. You've got the derby to contend with this weekend. When you think about that, I mean, with the derby, I mean, there's a lot of emotion that's in these next 2 weeks. As a squad, how do you deal with it and look after each other?
I mentioned it before, there's going to be a lot of travel. Obviously, luckily they are back here at Old Trafford, which is nice. But there is going to be a lot of travel, so yeah, depending on the result of the weekend, hopefully it's a good one, which obviously then puts them in positive stead for the away leg in Bayern Munich. But it's results right now. You can't look at this result and think it's a loss. You've still got 90 minutes to put this right. Right now they've got to focus on obviously painting Manchester red, hopefully at the weekend. But it's more, yeah, you got the training, you've got recovery, you've got the training pitch, but you've got to go home, spend some time with your family, kind of like switch off a little bit. There's only short periods between the games, but I always played my best football when I was happy at home, happy in the dressing room. Obviously, you're happy if you're playing minutes, but as a team, if you know, like we mentioned before, some players can't play because of injuries, some players can't play because of too many cards, but everybody on that training pitch, around the training ground, have to be positive and work for each other, and togetherness is what Man United have tons of. So for me, I think that they'll do well in this area right now, and they will put a great performance on Saturday, and I'm sure that they will go to Munich and get the win over there.
I'm sure they will, because it's, as we said, this has been a big few months for Manchester United, and it's only going to get bigger as well, especially when you think about the derby on Saturday and then Bayern Munich away next week. So finally, thank you two very much for joining me. I mean, you two have certainly been entertaining tonight, to say the least. And we'll give Aoife some hugs after this for sure to make sure you're okay.
I'll pick my ego up off the ground.
With your bucket hat as well.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. And a big thank you to Hotel Football for letting us invade their space, because let's be honest, we've made sure we've enjoyed the pick and mix as well. Those red footballs though, it didn't work out, so I'll pick a different colour next time.
Yeah, bin them.
I promise you. So you can keep the red footballs next time, but thank you very much. We're going to have a watch along next week, so tune in for that one. We'll have some more special guests joining us for that too, and we'll see you very soon. But finally, get your tickets for the Manchester derby on Saturday. They're available now. We need you in your numbers, and it's going to be right there at the Theatre of Dreams, and we'll see you in a bit.